dead after a student driver's car rolled over. Developing now, a missing 11-month-old baby is back safe with family today, but his mother is still missing. Milford police continue to investigate the death of a 35-year-old restaurant owner. I know it was feeling warmer out there this morning, but it's cooling down quickly.
And very quickly. She used the analogy of the roller coaster. I think now our hands are in the air. We're screaming, ah!
Sean, come tomorrow morning, these streets will be lined with people marching from the Macon County Law Enforcement Center to the Decatur Civic Center. Tamara, the scene is clear now, but earlier this morning, this street behind me here was lined with firefighters and police officers trying to rescue a man from a trench that was 20 feet deep. And this store behind me was completely shattered. It has since been replaced, but there is still some damage on some of the other doors. Illinois Attorney General Lisa Madigan filed to halt paychecks during the budget crisis, a move Governor Bruce Rauner's office has criticized. Violent storms moved across the New Orleans area this afternoon. Cubs fans are starting to come in, take their seats as they patiently await what many are calling what will be one of the most exhilarating games in baseball history. If you look at the outside of this building, there doesn't appear to be much damage, but that's not the case on the inside. Hauser allegedly strangled his wife, 29-year-old Cheryl Hauser, between October 4th and 5th of 1990. Cheryl Hauser was found dead in her garage with a yellow nylon rope around her neck. Decatur Earth Mover Credit Union is just one of several financial institutions still trying to figure out what happened over the weekend. Nearly 100 customers filing complaints at the credit union earlier today, demanding answers as to how and why fraudulent charges of up to $600 ended up on their accounts.
Are you already doing it?
I just watch it and I'm like, oh, I need to grab the Kleenex. Okay, so 3 fingers. Aim a little lower. All right. Ah, yes. Now, if the Cubs win tonight, I should say when the Cubs win tonight, Game 7 of the World Series will be tomorrow in Cleveland. Live in Forsyth, Kathleen Cohen, WAND News.
All right, way to put it. Win.
That song, you teach kids that, and you got to remember it too when you're doing it. It can't just be like.
Have fun washing your hands. 3.1415926535897932388462338327950288419796939.
Wow.
That's all I got.
As the Oscar for my favorite co-anchors.
It goes to the 4 p.m. show.
4 p.m. show, yes.
Love
You
it.
get a speech, right?
Hi, thank you.
Thank you all for watching our 4 p.m. newscast. Imagine filling up your glass and finding this, a bloodworm.
Oh my God, look at this. Isn't this crazy? That's what my reaction was.
A reality for Villa Grove resident Debbie Patton as she filled her dog's water bowl from her faucet.
It's a little red worm, and it's moving.
I have 9 grandchildren, and they all live in this town. To know that one of them might take a shower or a bath and have a worm and not know what it is, and I mean, it's very disturbing.
This is the second time midge-fly larvae, or bloodworms, have been found in the city's water system. Amy Studenmeyer found over a dozen worms in her water last October.
I think at that time it was just a screen that was not working right at the plant. So we thought, it's a very old system. What we need is now, at this point, a new water source.
Several bloodworms, like the one that came out of Patton's faucet, were found this week.
And the one found it in her kitchen sink in Camargo, and another has found one in her toilet in Villa Grove. They're sporadic. It's just different people everywhere.
It's like a Stephen King movie. It's horrible. It's a nightmare. The worms themselves, it's larvae, so it's not supposed to be harmful. But if they can get into our water system and they are visible to the eye, what else can get in that we can't see?
People are concerned, and they should be. But I can assure the people that the city government, their first priority is the health and safety of the people.
Alderman Ron Hunt says the city's water plant is over 80 years old. A plan is in the works to build a new one. However, Hunt believes the facility won't be up and running until spring of 2018 and cost $4 million.
I have showed a need to expedite this. At the present time, there are no worms present in the water plant. It'll probably happen again before we get a new one built.
I won't drink the water. After finding a worm, I just won't. I can't.
I did reach out to the Villa Grove Water Department. They did not want to comment. The Illinois EPA is aware of the situation. They flushed out the water system on Tuesday, and they didn't find any worms. They say if any more worms are found, they will take action. Jamie Smith is a mom of 4, loving wife, and a recovering heroin addict. Jamie began her journey into darkness after joining what she calls a pill gang of mothers. Now clean for 9 months, Jamie and her husband Chuck are talking about her constant struggle with the demon named addiction.
I refuse to back down. I'm going to grab this by the horns, and I'm going to beat it. And not only am I going to beat it, I'm going to help other people, and I'm going to educate our communities and our children.
The Smiths believe education is key. Chuck says he had no idea his wife was addicted to drugs.
You know, you didn't think it was ever going to happen to you. So I think I probably kind of turned a blind eye to some of that. Almost a year ago, she came home from what I had thought was a work function with 2 black eyes and a swollen face. And that's when we finally got to the bottom of what was really going on. And it was terrible.
The road to recovery has not been easy, and the Smiths take nothing for granted.
I just ask that people educate themselves and don't be so quick to judge.
The easy thing to do is run away, walk away, turn an eye. I'm telling you, that's the worst thing you could ever do. You know, educate yourself, take the time. If you really love someone and you want to make a difference, you want to help them, understand it.
Jamie is an advocate of hope.
I've realized that it is really happening all over central Illinois in the smaller communities and more in the suburban areas and more with housewives.
Taking to Facebook, answering questions from hundreds of housewives facing the same battle she is.
People have all kinds of questions about how they ask for help, if they need rehab, what they can do to support their loved one who might be an addict, or people just seeking support, people who are too ashamed to come out and get help.
But not everyone is supportive.
The reaction within my particular community with me has not been great. People don't talk to me. When they do, they talk at me or about me. I'm pointed at a lot. I'm told that I'm going to be hated for speaking out.
I'll be there to support her to the end of where this takes her.
The Smiths want other parents to educate their kids about drugs to help stop the epidemic. Jamie's goal? Continue inspiring others on their road to recovery.
I do hope to further my career in addiction counseling. I want to do something with counseling and helping other people.
Helping other people battle their demon named addiction. In Champaign County, Kathleen Cohen, WAND News. He's still dancing, he's still singing, and he's still entertaining. Dick Van Dyke is back in central Illinois visiting his hometown of Danville. I got the chance to stop by Danville earlier today to show you why he says coming back home is so important and what's next for the actor.
Yes, I'm from Danville, great big beautiful town.
He's coming in with a bang. Chitty chitty bang bang, that is. 90-year-old Dick Van Dyke rolled into his hometown in style, arriving in the vehicle made famous in the 1968 movie. The accomplished actor is back in Danville to help raise money to restore his childhood home.
I had such a great childhood there. I had so many experiences. You know, there was no television, no TV games, there was radio, and a movie on Saturday if you could afford it. And we just made up our own thing. I became a magician.
Coming home is a huge deal for Van Dyke, but even bigger to Danville residents.
It's very exciting. I mean, you know, I've never been that close to a movie star before. A lot of the younger kids don't know so much, but, you know, it is a role model with all the pictures we have in Danville High School of Dick Van Dyke.
The Dick Van Dyke Foundation hopes to raise $250,000 to renovate the home and hopes to eventually turn it into a museum.
I asked Dick, I said, would you mind if I went down and explored to see if we could possibly save the property? We decided to form a foundation around what other ideas were important to him.
Oh my God!
As for Van Dyke, he's not giving up entertainment quite yet.
I have a quartet of 3 guys here. We're going to sing later, I think, tomorrow night. And we go out and we sing at a lot of benefits, fundraising, and that's mostly what I do now.
Are you from Danville? Yes, I'm from Danville. That great, big, beautiful town, right in the middle of the USA. You ever go there, you're going to want to stay. Are you from Danville? Yes, I'm from Danville. Great, big, beautiful town.